Draw the projections of a line capital AB, 100 mm long, inclined at 45 degrees to VP and 30 degrees to HP. One end of the line is 20 mm above HP and in VP. Determine apparent lengths and inclinations. This is also a same type of problem which is similar to the one which has been explained in the previous video. So here a line capital AB means the true length of 100 mm long is inclined at 45 degrees to VP, that is in the top view, and 100 mm long is inclined at 30 degrees to HP, that is in the front view. So first we are going to consider one end of the point. One end of the line is 20 mm above HP and in VP. So one end of the line is above HP. So when you look from the front view, we can see the distance above HP, which is seen in the vertical plane. So you mark the distance from the XY line, a distance of 20 mm, and mark this point. Since you are looking from the top front view, the point will be A dash. And is in VP, so obviously that point will be on HP. So we are going to get this point A. A true length of the line capital AB 100 mm long is inclined at 45 degrees to VP. So the inclination of VP is seen in HP. That means when you look from the top view, we can see the distance of 100 mm long, which is this, inclined at 45 degrees to VP. So inclination with respect to VP is seen in HP. When you want to see the image in HP, so we have to look from the top view. So we have drawn the line of 100 mm long, inclined at 45 degrees to VP, and we got this projection B2, which is the locus of B here. So locus of B in the top view we have obtained. Then 30 degrees to HP. So the inclination of a line with respect to HP is seen in VP. So with A dash as center, by using the protractor to measure an angle of 30 degrees and then draw this line, which will be true length of the line. Again, the true length is same both in the front view and as well as in the top view. So you mark that point of 100 mm long and draw the locus, so which will going to be B1 dash, and write locus of B. So when you project these two, so that means you have, this is the true length in HP, so the line has to be parallel to HP. So when you look from the front view, the point capital A is above HP by 20 mm, and the point B2 is also, that is capital B2 is also above HP by 20 mm. Therefore, the line is parallel to HP. So since the line is parallel to HP, so we are getting the true length in HP. That is AB2 is the line which is in true length. When you look from the top view, we can see the end A is in VP. Therefore, the capital B1 is also in VP. Therefore, the line is parallel to VP. Since the line is parallel to VP, so we are getting the true length in VP. And we have drawn the locus of B and also the B1 dash, which has been mentioned. Now we need to find out the apparent length and apparent inclination. That is front view and its inclination, and top view and its inclination. So we have the point A is in space. So first we are going to take up the front view true length. The front view true length, so this is the true length in VP. So obviously it should be parallel to VP. So when you look from the top view, end A is in VP. So obviously the point end B1 should also be in VP. So you're going to get the line AB1, which is parallel to VP. Since it is parallel to VP, so you are getting the true length in VP. So this will going to be the true length in VP. But the point B1 is not on VP. Instead, it is in front of VP by this distance, because the locus of B in the top view is here. So that means because this because the locus of B here is only in front of VP, that is because we have the true length of the line which is also inclined to VP. So that is the reason why you are getting the top view point of B should be on this locus. So with A as center, take the radius of AB 1 and draw an arc. So in actually you are taking the capital AB1 when you are rotating this point, this line AB1, such that the B1 will going to come on this locus of B in the top view. So you are going to get this point here. So this is the point. Till that point, this capital B1 is rotated. Then join capital AB. So this will going to be a line which is in space. So when you rotate B1 with respect to the point A, such that it will comes on to this locus of B, so you are going to get this point. So what happens? This point will move from this point to here. When it is in space, when it is rotated, so actually the image, when you look from the top view, the image will going to be rotated from AB1 such that it will going to cut the locus of B in the top view here. So you are going to get this point B, then join A to B with a dark line. Similarly, now we are going to consider the true length of the line which is in HP. Now the line is parallel to HP when you are considering this. So we are looking from the front view. Since we are looking from the front view, the point line AB2 is parallel to HP because NDA is above HP by 20 mm and B2 is also above HP by 20 mm. So when you look from the front view, it has been projected to the vertical plane such that A dash B2 dash will be parallel to HP. Since A dash B2 dash is parallel to HP, we are getting the true length in HP. So that is this one, true length in HP. But now we need to find out the front view. So with A as center, take the radius of AB2. You rotate such that B2 will be onto the locus of B here. So that means it has been rotated in space such that this point B will touches the locus of B here. So when it is been rotating in space, the image will also be gets rotated in the vertical plane such that this A dash B2 dash as the radius, we draw an arc such that it will going to cut the locus of B in the front view at this point, which will going to be P dash, then join A dash B dash with a dark line. Then when you draw this B dash with a vertical projector from B dash to B, both will going to lie on the same line. So this will going to be the final solution when you are doing it in three-dimensional analysis. Now we will going to transfer the same into the two dimension on the sketchbook. First we are going to draw the XY line, mark XY and write VP and HP. So he says one end of the line is 20 mm above HP. Above HP seen in VP. So from here you draw an 20 mm, measure X, from XY line you measure 20 mm and draw a horizontal line. Consider any point and draw a vertical line here. End A is in above HP by 20 mm, so this point will be going to A dash. And end A is in VP, so you are going to get small a in XY line in the top view. So since the true length of the line is inclined at 45 degrees to VP and 30 degrees to HP, so inclination with respect to HP is seen in VP. So with A dash as center, take the by using the protractor, you measure an angle of 30 degree and draw this line. Similarly, with A as center, by using the protractor, you measure an angle of 45 degrees to VP because inclination with respect to VP is seen in HP. So from A, you measure an angle of 45 degree with respect to the horizontal and draw an inclined line. Then by using the compass, you measure a radius of 100 mm with A dash as center, cut an arc on this in the front view to get this point B1 dash, and similarly with the same radius with A as center, cut an arc on this the 45 degree line to get this point B2. Then join A dash B1 dash with little bit thicker than projector lines and join A to B2 with little bit thicker line than the projector lines. Now we draw the locus here with a dash dot line and we draw a locus line with a dash dot line in the front view also. So we know that this is the capital AB, so you mark this capital A and capital B, that is the true length. We know that this is also capital A and capital B because that is the true length. So now we need to write the front view and top view. Since it is the B1 dash, we will start from B1 dash. So since it is the true length in VP, so obviously the line has to be parallel to VP. So NDI parallel to VP is seen in HP. So you are going to consider the HP, that is the top view. NDA is in VP, obviously the image is false on HP. So naturally if it is parallel, both A and B1 should be on the same line. So B1 should also be on VP. So you project from B1 dash to the XY line and mark this point as B1. Then now AB1 is parallel to VP now. AB1 is parallel to VP, therefore we are getting the true length here. But actually, because due to the presence of the true length of the line which is also inclined to VP, so B1 will not be on VP, but instead B1 will be in front of VP by this distance, such that the length of the AB1 will not going to be altered. So that means with A as center, take the radius of AB1 by using the compass. You draw an arc such that it will go to cut the locus of B, at this point small b. Name it as small b. Then join A to B with a dark line. Then this will going to be the apparent inclination with respect to VP, which is beta. Now similarly, now we are going to consider the front view. To consider the front view, we have to take the true length of the top view. So we know that this is the true length in the top view. That means the true length in HP means it is parallel to HP. So that is A dash is above XY line by 20 mm. Therefore, B2 dash should also be above HP by 20 mm. Then only the line is parallel. So therefore, you draw a vertical projector from B2 to the front view such that it will going to touch the locus of A in the front view. But due to the presence of the true length which is inclined at 30 degrees to HP in the front view, so the B1 dash will be above XY line by this distance. So naturally this B2 dash, which is above HP by 20 m, has to reach to this point, this line, so that the length of the front view should not alter. So with A dash as center, take the radius of A dash B2 dash by using the compass. You draw an arc such that it will going to cut the locus of B here. So you mark that point as B dash and then join A dash B dash with a dark line. So join B dash and B, both will going to lie on the same line. So this will going to be the inclination with respect, apparent inclination with respect to HP, which is alpha. Now since we need to find out the apparent length and inclination, so by using the scale you measure the distance from A dash B dash and also AB. So AB will be 86.6 if you are doing it in computer. If you are doing it manually, it will be 87, and A dash B dash will be 70.71 in computer. If you are doing it manually, it will be 71 mm. Similarly, by using the protractor, you measure an angle of alpha, which is 45 degree, both in computer and as well as in manual. And the angle beta will be 54.74 if you are doing it in computer. When you are doing it manually, it will be 55 degree. So this is how we will be able to solve the problem by manual. Now we will go to solve the same thing. Now we are going to analyze by step. Now first we are considering the front view of true length. So here we are considering the front view true length and also the top view true length. So now we need to find out the top view apparent length and apparent inclination. So here this is the true length in VP, so obviously the line is parallel to VP. So AB1 is the line which is parallel to VP, but B should be in front of VP by this distance. So with A as center, take the radius of AB1 and draw an arc such that it will going to cut the locus of B here. So you are going to get this point B. Then join these two with a dark line. So AB and beta is being measured here. So that is what we have done in three-dimensional analysis also. You are considering the true length in VP. You are rotating the true length in VP such that it will going to cut the locus of B here. so that you will go to this vertical distance will come to this distance here. So join A to B, this will going to be the actual line in space. Similarly, now we are considering the top view and also the front view true length, because we have this locus. So we are projecting the top view true length onto the front view such that A dash is above HP by 20 mm and B2 dash is also above HP by 20 mm. So this will going to be the line which is parallel to HP. But actually the B is, locus of B is here. So with A dash is center, taking the radius of A dash B2 dash, you rotate it such that it will going to cut the locus of B here. You are going to get this point as B dash, then join A dash B dash with a dark line. Then you measure the A dash B dash and also the apparent inclination alpha. So this is how you are going to be able to solve this problem. So that's what we have done in 3D also. So we have taken the true length in HP. With A as center, we have rotated this point B2 such that it is in space, such that this B will going to cut the locus of B here. That means when you are projected, it will going to come here. So when it is rotated in space like this, obviously the image also gets being rotated such that it will going to come to this point. So this will going to be A dash B dash, then join these two with a dark line. So measure by using the scale A dash B dash and also this inclination alpha. This is what we have written here and it is rotated. So this is the final solution.